What is going on, guys? Game Taco for the win here. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. It's a monster that I've never fought before. Well, I have before this video, but it is a Nibelsnarf, so it's a 5-star quest. The Desert Gourmand, hunt a Nibelsnarf in the sandy desert. So, first things first, let's go over and make sure that we have enough cool drinks. I have 3, so that's good enough for this because there will be cool drinks in the item box in the desert. For equipment, I have just the general Legiochris set. I have the Twin Acris, which is a lightning element, which is good for this guy because he's weak to lightning, ice, and water, I believe. He's weak most to ice, but I don't have any ice weapons, so here I am using the Twin Acris. For my armor, I just have, it gives me several skills: current resistance, pro transporter, weakness, exploit, focus. The first two don't really do anything, current resistance and pro transporter. They just kind of come with the armor set, and pro transporter I have that gemmed in for some other quests. So for food, I'm going to go ahead and get some heaven bread and buffalo butter, and I will fry it just because I like fried stuff and I am very unhealthy. So I guess that's everything, so let's go ahead and start this quest and kill a Nibelsnarf. Alright, so let's go ahead over to the item chest and grab everything that we need. Map, potion, ration, whetstone, paintball, you know, all the typical stuff. Make sure you grab the cool drink if you forgot to buy any. And there's also some barrel bombs in here. We could use those later on, see if they work against Nibelsnarf. So he's usually up in 9, so I'm going to run over there real fast and we can get this thing started. So he should be somewhere in here. This might be him, actually. He likes to hide as these sand things. Oh, that's not him. Where is he? Uh-oh, he sees me. There he is. Alright, so this is a Nibelsnarf. As you can see, he's kind of like a gobule, maybe? And by that, I mean he is similar shaped, and that's about where the difference is. That's about where the similarities end, actually, because his moveset is entirely different. Now, this guy, he's basically like this sand dweller guy that runs around under the sand and like pops up and like tries to kill you. So what I like to do is I just sit on his back and I just attack his back. Now his back is actually weak to lightning, so this combination, this weapon actually works very well on his back. So. And the thing about this guy is that he's actually very slow and very predictable, actually. There's only a couple moves that you really need to watch out for. Otherwise, you could just sit and attack his back like all day, and he'll be dead in probably like 10-15 minutes. But yeah, that's really all there is to it. I mean, whenever he sticks his little gills out, you definitely want to get out of the way, especially if you're behind him, because that back attack will actually knock you back and do a decent amount of damage. So as you can see, he's just running around, running back and forth, charging at people. He likes to do that. Of course, I have Kayamba and Cha-Cha here, so they are kind of distracting him. But that also means he runs around even more, and he can be harder to hit then as well. So that can be a blessing and a curse, really. But yeah, he's really not too complicated. I mean, there's not that much else to say about him. I just keep attacking his back and follow him around. I usually try to stay out of in front of him because his face is not weak to lightning at all, so kind of counterproductive to just attack his face. And also, a lot of his moves actually attack right in front of him. So I do have a barrel bomb. I just put one down just to see if he's going to eat this. Because what happens is he eats them and then... oh, look at that. Kayamba and Cha-Cha put some down. Well, what happens is he eats these, and then when the bombs go off, they blow up inside of him, and then he gets stunned like that. And then he can just attack him. So it's actually very helpful. However, you have to be careful because when he comes out, he does this really wide tail swipe that does a lot of damage. So you definitely want to be careful. Make sure you keep your weapons sharp as well, because I don't know if it's just these swords, but these twin acres dull really fast. So what he's doing now, okay, never mind. He likes to do this thing called a wind tunnel. Oh, here it is. It's basically like this, I guess it'd be a wind tunnel. I mean, that's really all there is to it. Just try to avoid that. It's pretty easy to avoid. It just shoots out directly in front of him. Now, in terms of breakables, this guy does have several, I believe. I know you could break... He has little fins that he sticks out, as you saw earlier when he did the back attack. But later on, when he's low on stamina, he'll stick those out, and you could actually break both sides of those. And he also has a uvula inside of his mouth that you could also attack. When he gets stunned in certain ways, he'll fall over with his mouth open. You could just wail on his uvula, his little dingle-dangle thing in his mouth. And you could break that as well. And then I think that's all the breakables. You could correct me if I'm wrong, but that's all I've managed to break so far. But yeah, this guy's not really too complicated. He actually did most of his moves from what I've shown so far. So I might actually... He's going off over into... Where's he going? 10? Yeah, he's going off into 10. I might actually fast forward some of this, just so... because it, my strategy really doesn't change. I just kind of sit behind him and attack on his back. When he gets... I guess when he gets hungry, he starts eating Renoplos. There's his little gill frilly things. As you can see, I'm just attacking it. Just trying to break it. Really? Really, Renoplos? I hate Renoplos. Alright, well, I'm going to fast forward some of this stuff. Just because my strategy never really changes, and it's pretty self-explanatory in my opinion. So I will resume the footage when I guess something interesting happens. So it's a little later on in the fight, and he is actually probably close to dying. As you can see, he stuck his little frills out. That usually means he is low on stamina, but this gives me the perfect opportunity to just attack them. And he's super weak to electric in his little frill area, so that works for me. He's actually limping now. That limp is just hilarious. I can't get over it. So he's just about dead. Whenever he gets tired, he goes down to 11 and he sleeps. So I'll just give him a few moments to get nestled in his home before I jump down there and kill him in his sleep. That's not brutal or gruesome at all. And here he is. So I'm going to go into demon mode and just go to town on this guy. If I had a trap, I would trap him, but can't seem to remember to bring traps. Overall, I actually really like this guy. Like, he's so funny looking. I mean, most of the monsters in Monster Hunter are like Just badass looking dinosaurs. This guy's just like a funny, colorful, I don't even know, sandfish. So he's just about dead. I'm gonna sharpen my weapon one more time. Alright, come on. Get out of the entrance. Oh, ow. Yeah, try not to get hit by his wind tunnel, because that's not very fun. And there we go, he's dead. Look at that, his belly's all blue. You don't see colors like that in this game that much. Well, I guess you do, but on monsters at least. Anyway, that is how you hunt and kill a Nibelsnarf. This is for the 5-star quest, the Desert Gourmand. So if this video was helpful in any way, please feel free to subscribe. Check out my channel for more Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate tutorials, videos, gameplays, commentaries, you name it. I also do other Wii U games and other games that aren't on Wii U, like anything really. I guess that's it. So this is Game Taco for the win, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one.